So today begins our book review of Shift. This is written by the Keller Williams CEO, Gary Keller, and during this time on COVID-19 lockdown, it's a perfect time to be looking at our businesses and how we need to shift and pivot to stay in the game. So I'd like to review this with you. We're going to go over part one today. And I'm going to add in some photos here and talk over them a little bit, but as we consider what our business needs to be doing during this time, just know that we can't be stagnant and wait on our business to come back. Success comes to people who don't do what we want to do, but do what needs to be done. And so while I don't feel super comfortable being on camera and doing a lot of the things that I have to do right now, and I'm trying to get very creative, I'm always moving right now during this time, and hopefully that will keep my business above water and help me make gains beyond what other real estate agents are doing right now. So I want to pause and show you this forward. You cannot control what happens to you, but you can control your attitude toward what happens to you. And in that, you're going to be mastering change rather than allowing it to master you. So I'll post that up on the screen if you want to screenshot that and then send that out to your sphere or on your social media. I think that's a really great thing to encourage people that we can go through this. It's going to be painful. We're going to get some bumps and bruises, but we're going to be able to master it if we have the right attitude. And this book talks about the 30-30 formula in our business, that 30% of all the income needs to be part of the cost of sale, 30% needs to be operating expenses, and 40% needs to be profit. So if we see that profit, or we project that that's coming down, then our other areas need to come down too. That's still attainable, but in a shift, it takes extraordinary efforts to accomplish that. So one thing I've already done is, before even the gyms shut down, I knew I wasn't going to my gym as much as I should have. I cut that out. I have a client resource management system, and I haven't been using that to its full potential. I've been using it kind of like a spreadsheet. So I'm going to get all of my contacts there, put it on a spreadsheet, and then I'm going to remove that monthly fee. So cutting out expenses that way is one way I can maintain that 30-30-40 formula. I keep trying to scroll down, but I'm actually on my phone right here. So when a shift occurs, fears run rampant, even if it's just a correction in the market, whether it's stocks and bonds or real estate or economy in general, although not everybody responds to it in the same way. And the 80-20 rule just is always in effect, but we see it more and more when we see a shift. And what is that? That 20% of the people are doing 80% of the work. Those 20%, the far and few between, are the ones that rise above and do what they have to do, not just what they want to do. When they hang on long enough through the tough time, that equilibrium with the markets will reassert itself, and then that's opportunity time. You've had that staying power. One way to look at that power, that resilience factor, is if your career goes 3 steps forward, but then the market drives you 4 steps back, you're essentially below zero and you're out of the game. But if you've taken 3 steps forward and it steps you back 2, you're absorbing that hit and you're still in the game and you're doing more than just surviving. So the key is to be resilient and take the hit but not get knocked out. So as you go through, we're learning things in this shift book. I know if you're a good business owner, you are reaching out for all resources available, looking at any webinars that are on the internet, reading books, trying to reach out to your sphere. Those are all things we know we need to do. And one thing my pastor in Las Vegas always said, it's not what you know, because I think we all know a lot of good things to do. It's what you do with what you know. So let's start with applying these principles of this shift book. It works across all businesses. And let's look at where we can cut out some of the expenses that we're not going to be needing right now. Okay, that's our first step. Stay strong and resilient, and we know that it will reach equilibrium again. We don't know what it'll look like, but stay positive.